Checking in with Tom Skilling. A little wet out there today.
Yeah, a little
stubborn.
A little flurry-ish. You know, we've got some more substantial snow showers in parts of northwest Indiana, but they'll soon be easing. We're not going to get rid of the clouds and flurries right away, though.
I'm worried about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving looks kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You know, many details to work out on this system, but we have multiple models onto something coming in here with rain and or snow in the Midwest. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But we've got some Arctic air coming later this week of note, and then a big warm-up that could see us close to 50 degrees by the middle of next week, ahead of whatever comes our way after that for Thanksgiving. You see the visibility fluctuation as these little snow showers made their way through the area. There is an advisory, a winter weather advisory, till 7 o'clock for Porter County, and there are winter storm warnings. It's been Berrien County. They've had up to 9 inches of snow across the lake there, off the lake. And you can see the lake snow bands feeding into that area. Here's Berrien County, there's LaPorte and Porter counties. We still have some snow showers going through that area right now. So be careful over there if you're traveling in that area. We are going to get very cold later this week with daytime temperatures in the 20s by Friday. That's the day after tomorrow and Saturday. But look how the readings come back quickly. In fact, the temperatures next week should be much warmer. We'll average 29 this week, go up to 33 next week. And a lot of that is kind of masked, the warming that will occur, because it's only about half the week that we'll get into the really warm air. And then we bring that Thanksgiving weather system into the area. Temperatures near normal on the 6 to 10 day outlook. Now this forecast shows the warmth building into the area. If we get a Thanksgiving system, that could actually drag some colder air in and temper that warming some. But here's where we are now. This is cold enough, but here's what's on the way up to the north. You see Winnipeg down to 20 today, 12 at Key Lake. Look at the area of below normal temperatures in the country. This is quite a chilly air mass. Reaches all the way down to the Gulf Coast, and it's poured in off all this snow cover, which now covers 41% of the country. That would be a percentage of snow coverage that would be respectable in the winter months, and here we are still in late autumn. Last year, we'd had about a quarter this amount of snow coverage, and we've watched the amount of snowfall go up to that 41 from all of 0.3% of the country just a month ago. There's been exponential growth in this snow coverage. Little surprise that our temperatures have tanked over the last week as this has taken place. Here are the readings now, kind of moderately cold, well below normal for sure, with wind chills as low as 5 at Alexandria, 25 here in Chicago. So, but those are going to go down as the winds pick up as this cold air comes in later in the week. Winds are blowing at 12 miles per hour now, with light snow out at O'Hare and 34 degrees, 82% humidity. Highs today were in the mid-30s, so we were above freezing, and that's part of the reason why, even though there was snow in the air, as happened yesterday, it didn't accumulate much. The spread in high temperatures went from 32 on the cool end of the ledger at West Chicago, Cortland, and Markham to as warm as 37 over at Wheeling and Wilmette, and we hit a 37 at O'Hare. 15 to 20 mile per hour winds, and not a ray of sun today. It's been pretty cloudy around here. And look at the change from last week. Last week averaged 50 degrees. By the time the books close on this week, we'll be down to 29. That's 12 degrees below normal, but more importantly, the week will average 21 degrees colder than last week. So if you've been kind of noticing this cool weather and aren't real happy about it, there are the statistics that confirm the fact that your senses are not lying to you. This is a much colder, much less pleasant week around here. 29 at Kankakee now. There are Harvard, Plainfield, and Shorewood at 30 and mid-30s in the city at a series of locations. Here are the temperatures in map form with the northwest winds blowing and dew points that have dropped below the freezing mark in many areas, which is why we've been getting those flurries in the air instead of as much rain as we saw yesterday. And these winds are moderate now, but boy, are they going to pick up in the days ahead. Still, there's enough wind to drop the wind chill a little bit around the area. So here are the headlines. Clouds and breezy tonight with some snow flurries and some Indiana snow showers early tonight, then cold and blustery with a lot lot of cloud cover tomorrow, as you can see, but the big story later in the week, and we'll cover that more in the next half hour, is the Arctic blast on the way. Look, we've had colder Arctic air masses than this, but to be down in the mid-20s at a time of the year when mid-40s are normal, that's pretty cold pretty early for that sort of thing to happen. You know, if you took this same pattern we've got developing Friday and you moved it a month ahead when there was more substantial snow cover, we'd be talking about sub-zero weather coming into Chicago. It's a little early in the season for that yet, and we don't have quite the snowpack around that you need to transport that kind of cold air in. Also shorter days in the next month. But for tonight, it's cold enough, breezy, colder, passing flurries. Few heavier lake effect snow showers early downwind of Lake Michigan and northwest Indiana. Low down to 33. Those will be pulling out in the next several hours. So west-northwest winds at 10 to 23 overnight. During the day tomorrow, a lot of clouds. Might be peaks of sun through an occasional break, but they'll be passing flurries still, and it'll be breezy and cold. Each day, the winds ratchet up some. They could be gusting to 30 in the afternoon tomorrow, with a high of 34. Then tomorrow night, colder, cloudy and blustery, a few flurries, and 18. And the real chill locks in on Friday with a high of just 27. That's the season's coldest high temperature today. 20 degrees below normal, and a few flurries from a sky that will feature a lot of clouds and just peaks of sun. Same thing on Saturday, a lot of clouds, a little mixed sunshine, 25, and very windy. 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts may occur with the cold air arriving because we're getting at the heart of this early season cold air mass then. But as it backs off, the winds are strong on the backside, starting to blow the warmer air in that you see there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when we go back into the 40s and maintain or reestablish some semblance of normality to the temperatures around here instead of having late December, early January cold like that.
A winter pattern.
Yeah, it really is. But you know, I keep saying these winters, these cold seasons that start cold like this don't always stay like that. We'll see. I mean, we'll have more cold weather, but it may not be continuous or the harbinger of a continuously cold winter.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
See you later, guys.